What's up, guys? My name is Jamaro. I go by the Turo Goat. We have 199 cars in 2 different states that we rent vehicles out. In this video, I'm going to go over what platform I use besides Turo, and I'm going to tell you guys some hacks and tricks to make sure that you guys are getting just as much money on Turo or even more if you stay till the end of the video. So the first things first, this platform, I love it because you could rent Uber and Lyft drivers directly. So why is that good for us? One is because they need the car to make money. Unlike Turo, where they're typically tourists or locals, they typically want the car. They don't need it as much as someone that needs to make income with the car. So that's the first thing I like it. Second reason why I like it is it's very specific to these industries. So I know who I'm catering to. On Turo, sometimes I'm renting to locals, sometimes I'm renting to tourists. This app, I know specifically who I'm renting to and why I'm renting to. And 3, this company was actually bought by another peer-to-peer car sharing that is bigger than them. So it's actually adding to their protection plans. So what company is it? It's called HyreCar. It's just been bought by Get Around not too long ago. And so they have the backing of a peer-to-peer car sharing app that's competing with Turo, which is around. Now they bought HyreCar. I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough. So this is the HyreCar website. As we can see, it was bought by Get Around, or it says HyreCar by Get Around, but it's because they bought it. And they have it 2 different ways. They actually did a little facelift on this website, so I like it. You're either someone that wants to rent a car or list a car. So unlike Turo, well, just like Turo, they actually have an area where the renters and the owners are in 2 different areas. They have it similar here, and I'll show you guys the layout. Just some reviews. So HyreCar lets you rent a car for Uber or any other delivery service, and they have it pretty simple. They have specific terms that they use. When you rent a car for Uber and Lyft, you still need your name to be provided on the insurance and registration. So HyreCar does a good way of giving them that information, so they're able to even upload that on the Uber app. Now, other companies that do this is Hertz Rentals. They actually have a Uber and Lyft driver program. So this is a unique way that you can get to that market, okay? So now we're gonna go inside HyreCar. So we actually rented out a 2016 Honda HR-V. We rented that out for almost a month, and we got net earnings $700. We have the listing right here. Now this car was crashed on hire, so that's something important to know. So now this is what it looks like on the other end. We're on the driver portion where they can see what it's like to book a car. This is all the information that we have here. This is my business partner's information. He's the owner of the account, what the mileage allowed is, and it breaks down how much that they're going to be doing. So the $99 refundable deposit, the insurance fee since they give insurance, which is crazy, and then the transaction fee and the 2-day rental. So here's some of the cars the photos that they see, and then they just see it on the map. So this is what the driver sees on their end. Now back to the dashboard of the owners. This is where your dashboard is. This is where all your net earnings for the last 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days, pass for the year, and the rental status. Here's the renter. So if you have somebody renting the vehicle, it would be here. Here's the listings that we have here. Now the key thing, what we do for our listings, since we actually do private rental, is we go ahead and market. We typically tell them that they should call us. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So here's where we pitch people. And here's 2 things that you can do if you guys want to move towards getting a lot more clients. I recommend having a flyer made on Canva so they can see your other cars and put that either the last photo or your second photo. So as they're looking through it, they see this flyer as a customer. And then we let them know we only do long-term rentals and have an entire fleet of options. And we ask that they text us. So once they text us, we can help them book a car through HyreCar or Turo or even private rental. This way the leads come to us. This is one reason why I really like HyreCar, because they don't get upset like Turo. So I really like HyreCar, and we recently got a car that has been in an accident and we got paid on the claim. $300, and I'll show you guys their protection plans so you guys can see what they're looking like. So here's HyreCar's insurance coverage and protection plans. So you can rent out your car. They have something similar to Turo, which is a $1 million in liability coverage. They have flexible protection plan options and convenient benefits. So let's go through it, okay? So they have 4 options: the Premium Plus, the Premium, the Standard, and the Basic. So I actually like the Premium Plus, and the reason why is because the deductible is $500, and they cover for mileage overage, impound fees, which is big in San Diego, gas reimbursement, cleaning reimbursement, and the deductible is only $500, and physical damage coverage up to $50,000. So we actually had a vehicle that Honda was actually in a collision where something fell off of a truck and damaged the vehicle, and so far we have been paid some on that claim, which we're on this. Now the other option is like the Premium plan, which you have the $1,000 deductible, and then you go to the Standard where you have the $2,500 deductible, and then you go to the Basic where you have the $3,000 deductible. So when we first start or we're testing the market, we really like to go with the best protection plan. Let me show you guys some of the stuff on the claim. It was an active claim. So as we can see here, the appraised repair cost was $896.65. The protection plan deductible is $500, and we received $396.65. So this is what we actually received from HyreCar after we did the supplemental, which means we didn't have enough to cover it because the car is pretty much totaled. And they start talking about the listing that we asked them for a different car, and then they start talking about, we want to update you on the status of the claim regarding your 2016 Honda HR-V. As per my colleague, the claim has now progressed to the payment stage, and we are currently awaiting approval to release the funds. So they work just like Turo. They release the funds. They take a little bit longer on average. I think it was about like 2 weeks versus Turo's is pretty good with it. But Hire has definitely done better in the recent years. The protection plans have been better, the renters have been better, and their protocol. The Honda was actually towed on hire or the renter's dime. We didn't have to pay for it. If you guys are in the car sharing world, I recommend checking out HyreCar.